Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sean here, and welcome back to another rebuild where today we're going to be doing the Los Angeles Chargers in what I expect to be a very, very easy one, considering they made the Super Bowl, I think, 3 out of 4 times in my last rebuild. There was something ridiculous like that. The Chargers are always Super Bowl contenders constantly, for whatever reason, in my rebuilds. So I'm expecting it to not be too hard, which is nice. Before we get into this roster overview, though, let me just say, if you guys do enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up button down below to let me know that you liked it. Also, if you guys are new around here, hit that sub button. Definitely going to be wanting to stick around for all of Madden 19's content that's going to be coming out. Going to be doing a whole lot of rebuilds, so you guys are not going to want to miss out on that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So looking at the roster, of course, we do have Phillip Rivers as the quarterback, and he is 35 at an 87 overall with normal dev. And you would think that I want to trade him away, which I actually kind of want to see what I can get for him. But more than likely, I'm going to keep him around for a year or two unless I find like a superstar quarterback or something, like some guy in the draft that I just cannot pass up on. I'm going to keep Phillip Rivers because he even puts up MVP numbers multiple years down the road in my rebuilds, more times than not, which is really, really weird, honestly. It's incredible how good he is in Madden Sim. So we're going to hold on to him. Looking at running back, we do have Melvin Gordon, 24 years old, 90 overall with quick dev. He'll be around forever. He's definitely going to be a key point on our team. I think DeMarco Murray is going to be his backup for this year if everything goes to plan. Fullback, Derek Watt, the younger Watt brother. Not super great, but that's all right. On to receiver, we do have an interesting group of receivers here. Keenan Allen, 25 years old, 92 overall, quick dev. Definitely one of the top receivers in the league. We also have Tyrell Williams, again at 25 years old, 82 overall with quick dev. And we also have Mike Williams, 2017 rookie, who actually missed all of his rookie year with an injury. But he is a 78 overall with quick dev as well. So I think our receiver core is probably going to be pretty much set in stone as it is. I really don't envision myself drafting or signing any of the receivers unless Tyrell Williams really does not develop very well. But I don't think it'll be an issue. Travis Benjamin is on the trade block. He's going to get out of here. Maybe just sign a 4th receiver or something, and we'll be looking pretty good there. Tight end, we do actually have one of the better, probably the best young tight end in the league in Hunter Henry. Sadly, he did tear his ACL in the offseason this year, so he is going to miss 2018 in real life, but luckily we don't have that problem here in the game. 90 overall with superstar dev at 22 years old. This guy is really, really good. We also have Virgil Green, who is on the trade block. I don't think I'm going to get any offers for him, but he's just kind of there as well. The offensive line does not look great, but there is some hope with the pair of young guards that they just drafted last year with Dan Feeney and Forrest Lamp. I did sign a couple of guys to fill in the center and tackle spots, because I'm going to be trading away Mike Pouncey once I get offers. Also Okung and Joe Barksdale if I get an offer on him. Onto the defense. Melvin Ingram at left end, 28 years old, 93 overall with quick dev. He's a little bit old for my liking. We'll see how that kind of plays into how long he stays on the team. I don't see him getting traded for at least a few years, I would think, unless I find like a Nick Bosa type prospect in this upcoming draft. But if that doesn't happen, I mean, I think he's probably going to be with us for quite some time. Joey Bosa, of course, incredible talent. 92 years old to 22 years old. Superstar dev. Very, very good player. Moving on to the, actually, D-tackles. Corey Liuget is pretty good, but he is also on the trade block. 27 years old, normal dev. He's not even that great. His block shedding is only a 75. Doesn't really impress me. We did also sign Jonathan Hankins, and I think it's going to be very easy to replace Corey Liuget and not have to pay his replacement as much money as he's making. Brandon Mebane is also on the trade block. Linebackers now, We've got Uchenna Nwosu, who was just drafted from USC. He's playing middle linebacker. He's got quick dev. Hopefully he can win Rookie of the Year. He was actually an outside linebacker, but I kind of like what our outside linebackers are looking like with Denzel Perryman and Jatavis Brown. So that's just how I'm going to do that whole situation. Secondary now, we do have one of the top corners in the league with Casey Hayward at a 93 overall quick dev. He's going to be with us for some time, I would think. I don't think his regression's really going to impact us too much since he is 27 and he's very good already. So I think that'll be all right there. Plus, we do also have 23-year-old Trevor Williams at an 86 overall with quick dev. This guy is going to be very good for us, I would think. Jason Verrett, though, is on the trade block. He's not really going to be too useful to us, I don't think, and his contract is actually going to be up here in 2 years, which I think is the soonest that any of the corners' contracts are going to expire. So we're going to see what we can get for him, mostly because we do also have Desmond King, who is a 2017 rookie, and he's pretty good. I think he can develop into probably what Jason Verrett is. He's going to be much slower at an 86 speed compared to 93, but I think the rest of his stats will be able to make up for that. Safeties, we do have the Chargers' first-round pick from this year with Derwin James. 75 overall, which I think is probably a little bit low. I don't know. I was expecting a little bit higher, maybe like 77, 78, but that's okay. He's got superstar dev. He's only 21 years old, so I'm expecting Derwin James to very soon become a 99 overall. Strong safety, we do have Jaleel Adai or something. He's on the trade block, though. We're going to see what we can get for him, and we did sign Eric Reed to replace him. We also have Caleb Sturgis at kicker and Drew Kaiser at punter. So that is going to round out the roster. Now, we do have some trade offers here. Corey Liuget, we're going to take a look at first. And we're not getting any first-round offers. I already looked through this just to see if I was. But we are actually getting a second-round offer from the Broncos for this year, which I'm going to take because that's going to be pretty helpful to me. We also have offers for Jason Verrett, which I think should get... Yeah, we've got some first-rounders in here. There's the Redskins, the Jets, who I think I'm going to take. Let me just quickly see what I'm getting offered for Jaleel Adai. A couple of second rounders, a third rounder, another third rounder, some more seconds. First rounder from the Cardinals. Okay, well, I'll take that. Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and accept the Jets trade for Jason Verrett. And then I suppose we'll sim a week and see if we get any more offers. I hope you guys like my coach's name, by the way, if you notice that in the top right. Stay Classy San Diego. So yeah, so we do have some more offers here. I'm not trading Phillip Rivers. I just want to see what I'll get offered for him. And really not even much. Like, it's not even worth trading him, I don't think. So we're definitely going to hold on to him, like I said. So Russell Okung's got some offers here. Nothing too good, though, but we're going to take this offer from the Buccaneers. And who else? Travis Benjamin also has some offers. Some seconds. Thirds. Nothing too great. Another actually 2018 second from the Cardinals, and I think that's going to be the look. Yeah, let's go ahead and accept that. Alright guys, so here at the end of season number 1, we did make the playoffs. Not exactly with the record I would have thought, though, at 9-7, with the Raiders actually going 12-4, which is pretty weird. When I did the Raiders rebuild, we sucked for like 4 years. Well, let's take a look at stats. We had the third best offense in the league and the 19th defense. So we definitely got to work on defense. Phillip Rivers, though, 4,900 yards, almost 40 or 5,000 even. 40 touchdowns, 13 picks. Pretty damn good year to him. Melvin Gordon as well, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. Pretty good year. DeMarco Murray even had a solid year as the backup. Keenan Allen leading our team in catches with 101. Also had elite yards, 8 touchdowns. Definitely a very, very good year from our wide receiver number 1. Mike Williams in his rookie year, 94 catches, almost 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns. Tyrell Williams as well. Just 56 yards shy of 1,000. Also had 11 touchdowns. Looks like he got the most touchdowns out of everybody on the team. Hunter Henry as well. A nice year from our tight end. Blocking was not as bad as I've had it. Not as good as it can be. So Uchenna Nwosu led the team in tackles with 132. Also had 3.5 sacks. Maybe good enough for Rookie of the Year. I guess we'll have to see. Sacks going to be led by Joey Bosa with 13.5. Melvin Ingram also had 13. Pretty solid year from those two. And picks going to be led by Trevor Williams and Casey Hayward, both with 5. Desmond King and Eric Reed both had 2. And Derwin James had 1. Any defensive touchdowns? Nope. That is okay. Caleb Sturgis had a solid year kicking. And not great punting. Whoops, I meant to look at the return stats. No kick return touchdowns, no punt return touchdowns. So let's take a look at awards. Hopefully we won a Rookie of the Year. Russell Wilson wins MVP. We got Phillip Rivers in 4th for MVP. And we are AFC this time. Phillip Rivers in 3rd for Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, we do not have anybody in the top 10. Offensive Rookie, we have Mike Williams at 7. And Uchenna Nwosu does win it on the defensive side. Very nice. Best quarterback, we got Phillip Rivers at 4. Running back, Melvin Gordon at 5. Receiver, Keenan Allen at 6. Mike Williams, 7. I doubt we're going to have any O-line. We do not. D-line, we got Joey Bosa at 5, Melvin Ingram at 6, and linebacker, no one there. Not really too unexpected. Defensive back, though, we do have Trevor Williams at 3 and Casey Hayward at 6. And kicker, Caleb Sturgis is at 7. So we do have a game this week, being the wild card round, playing the 10-6 Steelers. So let me use some XP, and then we can get into this game. Alright guys, so here in the wild card round of the playoffs in year number 1, taking on the 10-6 Pittsburgh Steelers. We're only an 81 overall? Ugh. Okay, well, they're an 87. I guess we'll see how this goes. Alright guys, so we're coming up on halftime here, and things are not looking very good. It was pretty close there until like the end of the half, and then they really blew it wide open, and they are just pouring it on, man. Not a good game. Not a good game. I don't even want to look at stats because they're going to be gross. All right, well, that's going to do it for year 1. So in year number 1 Super Bowl, the Eagles beat the Patriots 31-24, kind of like real life. Not exactly the same score, but same outcome. So here in the offseason, the only move that we're going to be making is signing Isaiah Wynn, who, surprise, surprise, has superstar dev and is an 85 overall. I don't know why this always happens. It's just got to be a product of being on the Patriots, I guess. But, I mean, as long as it happens, I'm not going to complain. So, see you guys after the draft. Alright guys, so we're here after the draft now, and it was okay. It had some ups and downs, but let's start in the first round here. We took center Michael Dieter out of Wisconsin, 80 overall, superstar dev, definitely very needed on the offensive line. Second round, we took a safety, Banks McCourty. He's not great. He's I mean, I can work with him. We're going to see if we can develop him at all. Michael Dieter, by the way, is a real-life prospect. None of the rest of the guys are, though. So with our second-round pick, we took Glenn Kirkpikis. All right. Right guard, 79 overall, normal dev, pretty solid. This was pretty offensive line heavy, but it was definitely needed, I think, to have a draft like this so early. So with our third-round pick, we took Wyatt Ogburn, another guard, this time a left guard, 77 overall normal dev. Took another center here who's not as good, a little bit weak, definitely will be a backup. In the fifth round now, we took a D-tackle who was actually a right end. I converted him to D-tackle, but he is now a 77 overall, pretty nice. I will gladly take that. And we actually took the number 1 overall player in the draft here in the 6th round, who was projected to go undrafted. Clifton Miller, fullback, 80 overall. So that's nice. And then with our 7th round pick, we took a projected undrafted left tackle, 75 overall. Pretty solid. He's got really good strength, so it's definitely okay. That was weird. Definitely will be able to work with him, though. So he's not really a total loss. I would say definitely a good pick for the 7th round. So that was the draft. We're going to move on to season number 2. So since we did draft so many offensive linemen, we are going to be trading away Garrett Reynolds. And what's the best that we can get? Looking like 2nd round picks for next year are going to be the looks. So we'll take that from the Texans. And this is pretty much what the team's going to look like. I do have Mike Pouncey in the trade block. Going to try to get rid of him. But this is basically what the squad's going to be. I think I'm going to move one of these rookie guards to play right tackle just so they can start. But, I mean, this is the rest of the offense. I did bring back DeMarco Murray to be the backup running back again. Here is the defense. So Nwosu's up to a 79, but he did get Superstar Dev from Rookie of the Year. Derwin James up to an 89 now. Casey Hayward 95. Trevor Williams 93. Desmond King 85. Joey Bosa 97. And I think that's pretty much all of the notables. Eric Reed actually did get up to an 84. But that's about it. So I guess I'll start simming, and I'll let you guys know if I get any more trade offers. What do you mean, Madden? Making the playoffs at 7-9? Are you kidding me? Okay. No, I don't want to look at the playoff schedule. I want to look at my team schedule. Because I want to show you guys. I did not force win or force lose anything. Yeah. All right. I was not expecting that at all. All right. So we had the 8th best offense in the league and the 12th best defense. I think this was another one of those like real fluky type of years that we should have done better than our record stated. Okay. I don't know about that. Phillip Rivers throwing 24 interceptions. Ugh, yikes. All right. Anyway, 4,700 yards, 42 touchdowns to go along with those 24 picks. Melvin Gordon, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. Another solid year from him. Mike Williams this time leading our team. 94 catches, 1,100 yards, 13 touchdowns. Tyrell Williams, 91 catches, 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns. And Keenan Allen, 82 catches, 1,100 yards, and 10 touchdowns. How did Hunter Henry do? Not too bad. Definitely not too bad. Blocking better than last year, I think. Still not super great. But yeah, definitely better than last year, I think. Uchenna Nwosu again leads our team in tackles with 145. Also had 1 pick. Sacks led by Joey Bosa this year with 18.5. Melvin Ingram had 12.5. Casey Hayward also with 8 picks. That's quite a bit. Any defensive touchdowns this year? That's a no. Kicking was terrible. Wow, that was garbage. Punting was a little bit better than last year. Still not too great. No kick return touchdowns and no punt return touchdowns. So let's look at awards. Aaron Rodgers does win MVP. Phillip Rivers finishes 7th. And we have Phillip Rivers at 5 for Offensive Player of the Year. Defense Player of the Year, we don't actually have anybody. Offensive Rookie goes to a running back. That was a guaranteed superstar on the Broncos. We have our fullback here at 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we have Banks McCourty, the safety, at 4. He did not start, so I don't know. He's just there. Best QB somehow goes to Phillip Rivers, who threw 24 picks. That's pretty odd. I do like seeing Sam Darnold actually starting for once, though. It seems like he never plays in my rebuild, so that's cool. Best running back, we got Melvin Gordon at 8. Best receiver, Mike Williams just loses out to Antonio Brown. Keenan Allen at 6, and Tyrell Williams at 9. Best offensive line, nobody up there. Best defensive line, Joey Bosa at 3, and Melvin Ingram at 10. Best linebacker, nobody in the top 10. Casey Hayward, though, does win best defensive back, which is pretty cool. And best kicker, what's his name? Sturgis is not up there because he is garbage, or at least was this past season. So we do have some XP here to spend. A lot of wide receivers and offensive line. And Nwosu's got quite a bit. Derwin James, corners. All right, well, let me do that. And then we're going to be taking on the 10-6 Jaguars in the wild card round. All right, guys, so here in the wild card round of season number 2, we're going to be taking on the 10-6 Jacksonville Jaguars. And we're up to an 89 overall. Definitely much better than last season's 81, and they're an 88. So let's see if we can actually win the wild card game this time and move on to that divisional round. So coming up on halftime here, it's a pretty low-scoring game. Well, actually, we just scored twice right before the half, and never mind. We have really blown the doors off. 41-13 now in the fourth quarter, and this game is over. All right. So we are moving on. Wow, Phillip Rivers had 5 touchdowns. We are, in fact, moving on to the divisional round. Mind you, we had a regular season record of 7-9. So, I just think that's funny. So here in the divisional round of the playoffs of year number 2, taking on the 13-3 Oakland Raiders. And I think this is going to be a tough game. 94 now. Wow, okay. Big improvements, boys. Big improvements. They're an 88. We did just beat an 88 overall team. Can we do it again? Is the question. All right, guys, coming up on halftime now, and we are up 31-14 starting the second half, and it's kind of going back and forth here. We do score again, though, to make it 38-22 now in the fourth quarter, 41-22, and it's looking like this game is over. And it is. So we are moving on to the conference championship in year number 2. This is pretty early on. I know I didn't look at stats last week. Derek Carr, though, threw 3 picks, which is pretty great. Latavius Murray kind of tore us up a little bit. And Latavius Murray's back on the Raiders. I guess they must have traded him back there from the Vikings. Very interesting. Who got these picks? Casey Hayward with 2 and Des King with 1. So we're moving on to the conference championship, like I said. See if we can actually make a Super Bowl run in year 2. That'd be pretty cool. So in the conference championship, we are taking on my New York Jets, who had a record of 10-6. And I assume they're here, all thanks to me trading them Jason Verrett. That's my guess. But they're an 84 overall, and they went 10-6, and they're in the conference championship. So, I mean, I think that we can move on, but maybe they're having like a Cinderella type of run. We'll find out, I guess. All right, guys, coming up on halftime here, we are making quick work of the Jets, 31-0 so far. And it seems like we're just going to keep pouring it on. So they finally score a touchdown in the fourth quarter, but it's way too little, way too late. So we're going to win the game handily, 41-7, as we, oh my gosh, man. Sam Darnold just had himself a rough day. Just could not get anything going. 8 for 24, and they were playing at home too. Phillip Rivers with 3 touchdowns, though. Very good game from us. So we're heading into the Super Bowl pretty strong here. Very, very good performance in the last few games. So we'll see. I think we're taking on either the Falcons or the Eagles. So either way, it could be pretty tough. So we are going to be taking on the defending champions with the Eagles, who went 13-2-1 compared to our record of 7-9. So, like I said, this is probably going to be a tough game. We actually are a higher overall than them, though, at a 94. Still, they're a 93. So, hopefully we can win it. And if we do, I'm still going to do one more season just to actually try to rebuild the team, because I really haven't done too much so far. So, let's get into it. Maybe we can even win back-to-back Super Bowls. That would be pretty cool as well. All right, guys, coming up on halftime now, and we are currently up 28-14 on the Eagles. Second half now, and it's kind of going back and forth. They kick a field goal to make it a okay, and just like that, they take the lead. And what the hell? So you okay. Okay. I am salty about that performance in the Super Bowl. Not going to lie. So no, I'm just kidding. We're not going to cut Phillip Rivers. But we are going to sign Tyler Lockett and Carlos Hyde to add a little bit of depth to the team. But this draft is going to be a big one, and it's not even going to be that big. There's like four or five players maybe that I already know who I'm taking and where I'm taking them. And once that happens, this team is going to be, I don't even know. It's going to be really good. So don't even worry about it. It's going to be the best. And we're going to win next year because that was dumb. All right, guys. So we're here after the draft now. And this draft was interesting. We had the number 1 pick. We took right outside linebacker Jimmy Sally out of USC. Not a real-life guy, but he does have superstar dev. Only a 76 overall at number 1. It's a little bit of a reach, but that superstar dev is really what I'm looking for. And we do need some help at outside linebacker. With our next pick at number 6, we took Alante Buckhalter, another non-real-life guy. Again, 76 overall, but he does have superstar dev as well. And he's really not too bad. Just gotta develop him a little bit, and we'll be set there. Now, here is the interesting part. Tua Tagovailoa. I believe that I'm saying that right this time. I think I've got it down. He was supposed to go in like the top 5, and then he fell to the second round. But here he is at number 20, 78 overall, superstar dev, and he is going to replace Mr. I throw 4 picks in a Super Bowl and lose the game for us, Phillip Rivers. I'm not going to cut him because I do want to get a ring with him. I think he deserves a ring, but that performance last year was just too bad for me to want to keep him around as the starter, and he's also regressing pretty hard now. So Tua's going to start. And then with our next pick in the first round, we took Shaquille French, non-real-life guy, 83 overall at D-tackle. He was a defensive end, but he's got really good stats, and probably the best stats that I've seen on a 3-4 defensive end. That's basically as big as he is. He's 300 pounds, so I'm definitely going to play him at D-tackle, but that 83 overall is pretty nice. And then with our last pick of the first round, we took Von Hall, another non-real-life guy. 84 overall was actually the second best player in the draft, I think, and this guy is so good. He is incredible with quick dev as well. This guy is super good, and it's a little bit unfortunate that our corners are as good as they are, because that guy would easily get to high 90s with training him and everything. But since he's not going to really play all that much, he's probably not going to develop too much either. Moving on to the second round now, though, we took a running back, Jason Turner, and 78 overall, superstar dev, one of the guaranteed guys, pretty good. And third round, we took another superstar. I don't even know how many that is now. But Morris Haywood here, middle linebacker, 78 overall, pretty good. He actually was supposed to go in like the 5th or 6th round or something, and I really wanted another middle linebacker that the Raiders took 1 pick before me, right before I took Von Hall. I was a little pissed about that. But luckily, Haywood also has superstar. Kazim Bibbs here, receiver, normal dev, 77 overall. Pretty solid, though. Just getting a little bit more depth. Tavares Waller, in the 5th round, outside linebacker, 75 overall. Also has quick dev. So these dev traits this draft are actually really nice. And then in the 6th and 7th round, I just took some flyers on some projected undrafted quarterbacks. I wanted to see if I could hit on those as well and see if undrafted quarterbacks would actually be something to look for, which they're not, because these guys are not good. This this guy is my right guard's brother. Apparently, that's weird. I do quickly want to look and see how good the guy that the Raiders took is. Gerard Foster. Normal dev and a 79. All right, so I guess we got the better end of the deal. So even though that we just signed him in free agency, we are going to be trading away Carlos Hyde in favor of our new running back that we just drafted. So this is pretty much what the team's going to look like for year number 3. With Tua Tagovailoa starting, Melvin Gordon still at starting running back, Justin Turner at Jason Turner as the backup. Receiver same as last year. O-line same as last year. Still got Hunter Henry going strong. No torn ACLs this time around. New look linebacking core and new strong safety, and that's about it. New second D tackle. But aside from that, basically the same team as last year. So really just counting on some development from some key guys, namely the linebacking core, Buckhalter and Tua Tagovailoa. So with that, let's go ahead and start simming. I tell you what, man, these third-year quarterbacks, oh my God. 15-1 record this year with Tagovailoa, Tua, that guy, the guy from Alabama, with him at the helm. So the only team we lost to was the Bills in Week 9, and we had such a good year, man. I don't know what it is with Madden and drafted quarterbacks being better than any other, quarterback that's already in the league. But we had the best defense in the league and the fifth best, not the best defense, the best offense in the league and the fifth best defense. Tua Tagovailoa, I feel like I need to look at the name to actually say it. 5,300 yards, 42 touchdowns, 12 picks, and an MVP award to go along with that in his rookie year. Melvin Gordon, 1,300 yards and 18 touchdowns on the ground. Wow. Keenan Allen led the team with 107 catches, 1,500 yards, 8 touchdowns. Mike Williams, 104 catches for 1,109. Tyrell Williams also had 77 catches for 1,109 as well. Blocking, I assume, was so good. So good. On to defense, Morris Hayward led the team in tackles with 130. Also had 4 picks. I assume that's probably going to be good enough for Rookie of the Year. Joey Bosa, though, was 17.5 sacks. Melvin Ingram, 12.5. These two, man, they've been great for our team, this whole rebuild. And, yeah, Morris Hayward did, in fact, lead our team in picks. Trevor Williams and Alante Buckhalter both had 3. And we have a couple of defensive touchdowns, 3 of them actually. Buckhalter, Eric Reed, and Derwin James each had a defensive touchdown this year. Kicking was much better than last year. Punting was also the best that it's been. Kazim Bibbs, rookie receiver, had a kick return touchdown, and Tyler Lockett had a punt return for a touchdown. So, as we know, our boy Tua won MVP in his rookie year. I think that's the 3rd time that I've done that with a quarterback. And finally, I get some recognition, and I get Coach of the Year. It's about time. Also got Offensive Player of the Year. Melvin Gordon at 5th for that award. Defensive Player of the Year to Morris Haywood. Okay, Joey Bosa in 3rd. And Melvin Ingram in 10th. Offensive Rookie, obviously, Tua Tagovailoa. Jason Turner in 3rd, and Defensive Rookie of the Year, obviously, Morris Haywood. Alante Buckhalter in 3rd. Jimmy Sally in 6th. Best QB, of course, our boy Tua. Best running back, Melvin Gordon just barely loses out to Le'Veon Bell, finishes 2nd. Best receiver goes to Keenan Allen. Man, we are taking home all kinds of awards. Tyrell Williams in 8th and Mike Williams in 9th. Best offensive line to Michael Dieter as well. Isaiah Wynn 3rd, Forrest Lamp 4th. Dan Feeney, 5th. Glenn still can't say that guy's name. Kirkpikis in 7th. Joey Bosa even winning Best Defensive Line. Melvin Ingram in 6th. Madden. Get your shit together, please. The man wins Best Defensive Player of the Year and does not even win his Best Linebacker award. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. Just fix your shit, EA. For the love of God, you can't even get this right, dude. Best defensive back, we've got Buckhalter at 7, and that's it, actually. Our corners had kind of down years, it seems, for picks anyway. Caleb Sturgis, though, wins best kicker, so we had so many awards all together there. And Tagovailoa has 152,000 XP, and this is after I've already used like 30,000 or so just to get him up to an 84. So he's going to be a 99, or, yeah, 84. All right, well, he's going to be probably a 99. So I have a ton of XP to spend. We'll go ahead and do that, and then we can get into the divisional round, and we'll see who we're taking on. Well, I was about to say this is what the team is looking like, but I forgot to use Tyrell Williams XP, so I guess I'll just do that with you guys here. That's all right. You know what? That's fine. Let's just get this over with quickly. So the team is so good. Tua is up to a 99, Keenan Allen 98, Mike Williams 98, Tyrell Williams 89. With that confidence, 92. Our offensive line is looking beautiful. Isaiah Wynn 99 with confidence. Michael Dieter, true 99. Forrest Lamp 99 with confidence. Yeah, our offense is incredible. Defense is also extremely good. Trevor Williams up to a 99, Casey Hayward 97, Des King 90, and Vaughn Hall also a 90. Buckhalter at a 91, and Derwin James at a 99 now. So our secondary is stacked. Linebacking core has done a complete 180 with Haywood up to a 94, Nwosu up to a 93, and Sally up to an 87. Defensive line's looking nice. Joey Bosa is also a 99. So this team is stacked. And we are taking on the 9-7 Raiders in this year's divisional round. We are 96 now compared to their 91. And guys, we're winning the Super Bowl this year. It's Super Bowl or bust for the Chargers this year. All right, guys, coming up on halftime here, we are making quick work of the Raiders, 34-7 now. At the start of the fourth, and we're just going to keep kicking field goals, it seems like, but this game has been over since the first quarter. So we are moving on to the conference championship for the second? Third? What? No, second. No, we got our ass kicked in a wild card round of the first year. Gee, what am I talking about? We meet again, Pittsburgh. Yeah, well, this is going to be fun. All right, guys, coming up on halftime now. We currently have a lead of 31-14 now, and it's been a little bit tighter than I'd like it to be, but we score again and make it 45-23 now in the fourth quarter, and yeah, it's looking like we're going to win. So I said it was going to be a fun game. It's going to be fun beating that ass. Tua Tagovailoa with 4 touchdowns on the day. I just want to make quick work of these playoffs, man. I just want to get that ring. And in this year's Super Bowl, we are going to be taking on the Minnesota Vikings, who we've already beaten one time this season. So hopefully it goes pretty similarly. And we're still 96. They're 92. You know, I just have a good feeling about this season. 15-1. If we can end up going 18-1, that'd be great. All right, guys, coming up on halftime now. We are up 24-0. So things are looking pretty good. We score again, 31-0 now, and they still have not scored. And okay, the game's over, and we shut them out in the Super Bowl. Wow. I was expecting a little bit more of a fight than that from the Vikings, but I mean, I'll take that. I wonder if that's ever happened before. I honestly don't think a shutout in the Super Bowl has ever happened, but I guess that's something I could look up. But let's take a look and see who the MVP of the game is. So the Super Bowl MVP goes to Tua Tagovailoa, and I must say it's well deserved. And you know, I don't think there's ever been a quarterback more decorated in his career so far. I mean, you know, in his first year of his career, than this guy. You know, coming off winning Alabama a national title in what year is this? 2018, and then winning every award he possibly can in his rookie year, and then including Super Bowl MVP with 4 touchdowns, 311 passing yards. Melvin Gordon had a pretty good day. No touchdowns, though. Hunter Henry had a touchdown. Virgil Green had a touchdown. Keenan Allen had one, and Melvin Gordon had the other. Blocking, wow. Minnesota let up 5 sacks. We let up 2. So Joey Bosa had 3 sacks. Everson Griffin had 1 on us. Daniel Hunter had 1 on us. So did Anthony Barr. And then Melvin Ingram and Uchenna Nwosu had the other 2 on Kirk Cousins. No picks in the game. So there it is. There's the Super Bowl victory. Like I said, predicted, knew was going to happen. I guess I'm going to have to show you guys I didn't cheat now. But, you know, that's fine. I can do that. So let me do that real quick and I'll show you guys the final team. So playoff schedule. So no force win, no force win, no force win. And we didn't have a wild card game. So there it is. And this is the final team. So obviously Tua Tagovailoa, 99 overall. Definitely one of the top quarterbacks I've drafted. But I mean, I think basically every quarterback I've drafted in the 30 year has been an absolute stud. But this team is really good. It took a little bit more actually rebuilding than I thought it might. Just because the base, not Vikings, the base Chargers roster is just always so good as it is. But anyway, this is the offense. Feel free to pause the video if you guys want to take a closer look. We did have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams up to 98 overalls. The offensive line was just full of studs. Here is the defense. Again, feel free to pause if you want to take a closer look. Trevor Williams and Casey Hayward, the dynamic duo of the cornerbacks. The entire secondary has been incredible this entire time. Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram, definitely 2 extremely good bookends for us. And the linebacking core, the new look this year with a couple of rookies on it. I think my past couple of rebuilds have kind of gone this way, that I just have one really good linebacker draft, and then after that it's just everything comes together and everything is perfect. But that was it, man. That was the team. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, again, hit that thumbs up button down below to let me know that you did in fact like it. And if you've stuck around so far, drop a comment with something, I don't know. You know what? Just say whatever your favorite team is. Drop that in the comments to let me know you stuck around so far. And if you guys are new, hit that sub button. Like I said, not going to want to miss out on my Madden 19 content. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys have a good one and come back for the next video.